keep it running, say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. 'Cause ain't a thing changed right
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, they should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys also coming off the bye, so both teams should be well rested and ready to go. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, good move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Love. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, their defense got in the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
At their 48-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the 50, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll go right back to Andrews. crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Las Vegas first down.
Throwing again at Stafford. They'll fight him out over the middle. It's Washington. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
4 yards. That's another Raiders first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run him home. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Parker Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Love looking to throw it. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Jaguars.
They go bootleg. Love. For the left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Jaguars.
Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Now Love will try with his legs. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Bucky Irving with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A beautiful fake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
41-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here's Stafford.
7.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Looking to put a drive together. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw now, here's Love. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Intended for
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And this This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
15 more yards. That's another.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man right side, Myers. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing. Love. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. An 8-yard pickup and a Jaguar 1st down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A run up the middle with Irving. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Here's Love. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
And it's 3rd down.
Love now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. That's good for a Vegas 1st down.
22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Now
play.
it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This ain't what you want.
Play action. Stafford. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 27.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Raiders sitting at 5-2 on the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run with Hall. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on third and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Breece Hall taking him in for 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Boswell good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 7.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 15.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Love looking to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for Jaguars. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff that we're looking for.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Jaguars.
Love going to keep it on the option. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second down and goal. Love. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, it's Love. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jackson.
Devontae Adams from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Stafford now to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Raiders got to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
He's brought down at
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts,
brings up second
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throw out wide is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think of
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 13.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now we give Irving running right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Brought down right at the
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it with the option right. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Stafford. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, right back to Hall. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Stafford. A short throw caught by Andrews. Here's 3rd and 10.
Mark Andrews. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Able to get away. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
here's Love. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
Trey McBride, 32 yards. And the Jags have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nifty move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Ball again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Down the left sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. 39 yards there. A big one.
A gain of 39 yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 41.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
That's caught right side by Palmer. It'll go down as a gain of 6. Third and 7 now.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
On play action. Love to throw. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. A short one here, caught by McBride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Love from the gun on third down. That one taken in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Irving will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jacksonville. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. couple of yards shy of the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Run it into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Keon.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Gain of 27 on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Love will sneak it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Jaguars first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Back to throw, Stafford. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. A run up the middle with Irving. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 9. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Play action this time with Love. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shifts by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's to the sideline incomplete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Throwing is Stafford. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To Mark Andrews.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now it's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Stafford's pass.
This is 2nd and 8.
Jefferson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stafford. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Play action. Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
27 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. 2nd and 10.
I got it.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Here's 3rd and 3.
To Justin Jefferson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd
To throw is Stafford. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd TD of the game, the 6th on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1-to-5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.